I'm Liza Jean Sally Joaquin from BSSW 3C, and welcome to Liza's Talk, and welcome to my video narrative of learning experiences. And my chosen topic is the Lesson 1, Communication and its types and components. So bago ko sisimulan ang aking reflections about this chosen topic, I would like to give short summarization kung ano yung nakapaloob sa lesson na to. So first, as dito, diniscuss the different definition of communication came from the different cited sources such as the Merriam-Webster, Business Dictionary, Oxford English Dictionary, American Marketing Association, Cambridge Dictionary, and also stated by the National Association of Social Workers, or also known as the NASW, the importance of effective communication in the social work code of ethics. Then also, in this lesson, they discuss the different types of communication, including the verbal communication, the nonverbal communication, the written communication, the visual communication, and also the digital communication. So when we say verbal communication, it is the types of communication more on spoken, or you are going to communicate to the other person using the verbally. The next is the nonverbal communication. These types of communication is more on facial, just like facial expression, body language, and etc. In written communication, from the word itself, written, you are going to communicate to other person using written skills. While the visual communication, it is the types of communication more on you are going to communicate with other person using the different presentation such like the images and others. And the last is the digital communication. So when we say digital communication, from the word itself digital, it is the types of communication is more on using the technology, the different technologies, like for example is the emails, the Facebook, and other social media platforms and other technologies. So in this lesson, we also discuss the components of the communication. So first is we have the sender, the message, the channel, the receiver, the feedback, the noise, and the context. So when we say the sender, it is the person who initiate the conversation first. The message, it is the information or idea that you want to convey to the other person. The channel, it is the medium or instrument or ways in order to convey the message. Then the receiver, it is the person who receive the information came from the sender, and siya rin yung nag-internalize ng message based on his or her understanding. So next is we have the feedback. The feedback, it is the response of the receiver, and dito rin malalaman kung naintindihan ba ng receiver ang message or information na galing sa sender. And the next is the noise. So when we say noise, it is the distractions or barriers na pwedeng nakaka-affect sa information or idea na galing sa sender. The last is the context. So when we say context, it is the situation or environment kung saan nagaganap ang isang conversation. Communication is a process of exchanging information between one person to another one or within a group. So dito is natututo both the sender and the receiver of the information or the message because of the process of the so-called conversation. So communication also is a way kung saan nagkakaintindihan ang bawat tao. And also, hindi lang basta-basta ang communication is nagaganap sa two parties na yun, which is involved doon yung tinatawag natin na empathy and also the understanding na sinasabi. Kasi hindi lang basta-basta na nagsasalita ang isang tao or walang nagigain na information doon sa topic na pinag-uusapan. That's why communication is very important for us as a individual kasi ito yung nagiging way para mas lalong nagkakaintindihan and nagkakaroon ng ang tinatawag na pag-iwas sa gulo or anumang conflicts na nangyayari sa isang conversation. We all know that we exposed to our environment, especially the people surround us, because of our interactions with them. So for me, I think communication connect to my personal experiences kasi every day of my life is ginagamit ko siya kasi every time na nakikipag-usap ako sa mga kaibigan ko, sa family ko, and even sa mga kakilala, hindi talaga nawawala si communication. And through communication, nasasabi or na-express ko yung mga thoughts ko, mga beliefs ko or point of view ko regarding sa isang bagay or sa isang topic na pinag-uusapan. And also, through of it, nagkakaroon din ako ng new information, new knowledge na nakukuha ko sa pamagitan ng communication na pwede ko siyang magagamit to my everyday life. Kumbaga, my point here is that communication is very important kasi part na siya ng ating living or daily living life. I think I can relate my chosen topic during the Bagyong Paeng, which is communication is there talaga and napaka-needed talaga katulad na lamang ng having a communication between the government, the non-government agencies to the survivors of the said typhoon, which is through having a communication with them, nabigyan sila ng help, ng first aid or mga basic needs nila such as the clothes, foods, temporary shelters, and other needs na pwede makahelp sa kanila during that time. And aside from that, yung mga taong naka-experience ng trahedyang yon ay nagkaroon din ng different information para ma-aware na sila na lumikas na sa mga prone area na ng isang or possible na tatamaan ng isang typhoon. And also, I can relate it through during the COVID-19 pandemic, which is the yung communication between the government and its citizens through giving public informations using digital communications na dapat is ma-follow, especially the health protocols for their safety. So, communication is there and through of that, nagkaroon ng magandang samahan during the government and its citizens. For me, it's about the importance of knowing and having an awareness about the different types of communication, more specifically about the nonverbal communication, which is even a simple actions can affect others and informations. So for me, it's so very interesting kasi not all the time is masasabi nating nagkakaintindihan tayo ng ating kausap. There are some people kasi na hindi aligned yung sasabi nila sa kanilang actions na pinapakita. So that's why for me, it's very interesting yung topic or having an insights about the nonverbal communications. Kasi magagamit natin yun siya sa future na or kung especially to our daily life na meron tayong mga kausap na sa tingin natin is hindi sila nagsasabi ng totoo. These insights about communication, especially its importance, impacted my perspective or understanding because through of this, it helps me to have a advanced knowledge about the different types of communication that I can use to my daily lives. And also, it helps to me briefing myself in terms of communicating to other people in a good manner and applying the proper communication which involves its components. And also aside from that, these insights has brought a big impact to my perspective through knowing about the process of sharing information and also the transmission of the information from one person to another. To my daily life, I can apply my learnings about this topic through my everyday interactions and conversation together with my family, my friends, my colleagues, and Kumbaga, hindi lang siya basta-basta na having communication with them kasi doon din natin matetest or malalaman yung pagiging good listeners natin in a way na makaprovide tayo ng feedback and align doon sa topic natin. And also, yung pagiging good listeners kasi, it shows respect the way na naintindihan natin yung sinasabi ng kausap natin verbally and also both non-verbally. Then, as a social work student, I can apply it through my future professions in a way na I have already knowledge or advanced knowledge about the proper communication together with my future clients. And kumbaga, alam ko na kung paano ko siya ma-approach using my communication skills, which is andun yung understanding na sinasabi, andun yung empathy, yung pagiging good listeners, kasi I will make sure na maging successful yung conversation namin, and I will make sure also na ma-address or matulungan ko siya ma-address yung kanyang presented problem. And also, matututo rin siya in a way na magkakaroon siya ng new information, knowledge about on how to develop his or her social functioning. Generally speaking, my takeaways or lessons that I have learned from the topic communication and its types and components is that communication is so important kasi it's already part of our daily living sa bahay man, sa work, sa school, and even everywhere. Nandoon si communication. Part na siya ng ating daily lives. And that's why it is important for us na matutunan natin yung concept niya, yung mga types niya, and also the components because it gives us an idea sa mga bagay-bagay na possible na maka-dysfunction ng isang conversation. And aside from that, it also helps people to understand each other and gain information or ideas to the specific topic, and also it helps to build rapport or having a good relationship or having or maintaining the good relationship kasi nandoon si communication. And that's will be on. Thank you, and I hope you also learn a lot, and thank you for watching and listening. Bye-bye!